Well, hello Aries, and welcome to your reading for April 2025. Let's get your theme card for the month and get into it. Financial constraints. All right, so there's something not very exciting about financial constraints. I understand that, but maybe it's time for you to start looking at where you're spending your money and if you need to do some budgeting or anything like that, because financial constraints is one of those cards where you might be buying things that you don't need, you just want them. So it's time for you to have a little look at your spending, basically. This could relate to other things when it comes to work and money and career, but let's have a look what the tarot says about all of that. Okay, so I've got some interesting cards in here. Yes, I do think there's some work stuff going on in here, not going to lie. It seems like, are you under the pump? Are you doing too much? Is someone putting too much onto you when it comes to work? Because you feel like you're going around and around in circles and you're better than this. Basically, I want to say to you, Aries, whatever's going on with your workplace or the structure around where you work or the expectations around where you work, you are actually better than this. I've got a magician coming over the top of this. So I'm not telling you something that you don't already know. This is something that you've probably been dealing with for a while and you're thinking, how am I going to sort this situation out? Now, I am having a victory coming up in this and I've got you moving forward with a much more balanced approach. So I really, really like this. So April for you, Aries, is looking like a month where you're going to have to think about what you're doing when it comes to money, finances, wages, getting another job, starting a new pathway. Because I'm looking at this and I'm thinking there's an offer coming in, there's a victory coming in around an offer. So I've got an 8 of rods and a 6 of rods here. So the offer's coming in. What is it? It's a victory for you. So this is either going to be you going and asking for a raise, I'm doing all this extra work, you're giving me all this extra stuff to do, and yet you're not giving me extra wages. Really hard to do, but I'm going to highly encourage you to do it because I've got the victory coming in over the top of it. Now, if you're sick of the toxic work environment that you have, or there's too much pressure being put on you at work and you think, I can't bloody do this anymore, this is too much for me, I'm going around in circles, nothing seems to be changing, then you're going to go for another job and you're going to get it. And I want you to go. We need you to go. My preference looking at this is to get another position entirely or leave where you are and go somewhere else. That might not be a reality for you to be able to do that right now. If not, ask for a pay rise. But I really think that I'm looking at something here where it's time for you to let go of, the better the devil you know type of situation. Yes, it's pretty shitty here, but at least I know what's going on and I know the job and I'm familiar with how everything works here and I'm too scared to start something new. I'm going to say, bugger that. We need to get off our butt, put our resume in, have a look for some other jobs, and then I've got a victory coming in here around all of that. So this is actually a really good spread. I don't like where you work, Aries. I have issues. I have issues where you work. Maybe you've been there long enough and you can't see it. When you've been dealing with something for so long that you can't actually see what's right under your nose. Maybe that's what's happening for you here. And it's time for you to open up your eyes and think, this situation isn't improving, and so I have to release myself from it. Now, if you're not working at the moment and you're thinking this means nothing to me, everything I just said, just change that into like a type of relationship breakdown where if you leave this person, you're not going to have any money. Everything's going to be okay. You need to get out of the situation that you're in, basically. Okay, the ever unfolding rose. This is perfect because the ever unfolding rose is all about all the layers. And when you peel back all the layers of the petals of a rose, things become clear. Like you get to see right down into the center. So what are you doing that you need to peel back the layers, open your eyes and see what's really going on here? And the ever unfolding rose it's happening for you, not to you. So whilst this situation is brewing and you're thinking, what the hell's going on? Why is this happening to me? It's actually meant to happen so that you take steps and make changes in your life. I like this. I like it a lot. Boundaries. Where do you need to establish better boundaries? Boundaries is a card that comes up so much. So what do you need to do to set better boundaries, Aries? People are crossing over them, obviously. This is over the top of my Five of Swords card under here. So yeah, people are crossing your boundaries and you need to set better boundaries. Tell them where the boundaries are. Tell them the consequences of crossing your boundaries. And if they don't respect your boundaries or your space or whatever you've got set up there, I'm afraid people have to leave your life, or you have to go no contact. We can't be bothered with that. So after all this has happened, you're going to need a little rest, Aries. A rest is on the cards. You need to have faith that everything's going to turn out, everything's happening for you, not to you. So this is a transitional phase for you. You're getting off the wheel, you're moving on with your life, you're finding balance in a different direction to take your life in. And it's all happening for you. So at the end of all of this sort of drama and stuff that's going on, where you just feel like you're in a big long tunnel and you can't see the light at the end of the bloody tunnel, you are going to come out the other side and you're going to think, oh, this was actually, I'm in a better place now than I was before, and I'm actually now grateful and thankful that all of that stuff happened, or those people turned on me, or whatever's happened, because now you're in a better space at the end of it. We like that. So we're starting out April thinking you're really worried about money and work and career and all those sorts of things, and you get to the end of the month, sorted itself out. Bounty of happiness. This is a gift for you. Oh, how interesting, because the universe has given you a gift. There's a gift coming from the universe for you. So everything you've been doing leading up to this point, the universe, spirit, God, whatever you want to call it, has been watching, and they're going, okay, this person has done some work. We're going to prepare this gift for you. Now, the Bounty of Happiness card is an interesting one, because it means that whilst this has been prepared for you, and it's just for you, by the way, no one else is going to get this bounty. It's entirely for you and you alone. You need to reach out and grab it. So when things get a bit rough and an opportunity arises, don't flee from it and think, I can't do that, I'm not good enough. We need for you to put out your hand and say, yes, that's mine, thank you very much, I'll have that. And then you get on with things. Look at that. So we're starting out sort of a bit in a weird place, and we're ending up with this bounty, this happiness, this new beginning, balance. Great cards. One love card for April for you, Aries. Let's see what's happening with your love life. Hideaway. Make time to be with your person. Create your own special hideaway. Have you been so busy with all this other stuff that you haven't been giving your partner, your boyfriend, your girlfriend, your husband, your wife the time or the attention that relationships need? Because relationships don't just happen once you've got someone. You have to actually keep working at them. It's one of those things. Now, if you are single, the hideaway card could mean it's time for you to get out of hermit mode and get out of the bloody house so you can go and meet someone. So there's two things going on there. In a relationship, give your relationship some more attention, please, because I've been talking about work and money and career the whole time. Haven't even really talked about that. So give attention to your significant other. If you are single, how about you organise a night out with your friends or something like that so you can get away and get out and meet someone new. So all in all, Aries, this is a good spread. Times are changing for you during April. Enjoy it. If any opportunities come your way, reach out your hand and grab it. Thank you so much for listening, and I'll see you next month. Bye.